Hey everyone, Wednesday morning, right before 6 a.m., and I am off to the gym. One of the things for me that works is one, getting up early, and two, getting movement in as quick as possible. And actually, I'm in the process of training for a marathon that's only about a month out, maybe a month from today, the 16th. So I've been in a routine of getting up early, getting out and going, and so we're about to go get it in. And the goal always, especially right now for me, is workout, run, shower, and be ready to go right around 9 a.m. You're gonna hear me talk about this so frequently, but it's really important when it comes to the work that Come Home does and our partnerships with others. To me, and what I want to really root us in, is true support. I think oftentimes support is thrown out there, and I truly believe, and I hope to believe, and I'm optimistic around this, that people ultimately do want to support. And I've had a lot of experiences as an educator, working in partnership with tons of different third-party companies that want to support education. They might have great research, they might have great curriculum, they might have all the pieces, but oftentimes that missing link is support. Real support. And I'm a real firm believer that that support is what helps the integration and implementation process. I'm sure all of us can relate to going to a great conference, going to a great workshop. But then when reality hits and we get back to our day-to-day and we get back to our schools and we get back to our work and whatever it is, it stays there. It never actually translates. And maybe we'll flip back every now and again, or maybe we'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. I should take a look and remind myself what that was all about. But it doesn't stick. It doesn't actually come with us. And one of the things I foundationally want Come Home to be a representation of is it comes with you. When you go through the development and training process with us, it's created in a way where, and it's structured in a way where support and implementation are a huge part of that. And I am constantly thinking about the different avenues and aspects of what support has to look like and gets to look like. And that's from feedback from people that we partner with. That's from just research. That's from the way other people are doing things that I want to test out and try. But it's been really cool because over the summer, I was introduced to a gentleman who was starting an AI knowledge base. And it's funny because I never really knew where the world of AI and EI would cross, but we're here. And it's awesome because they're supporting me in developing our approach to truly support leveraging and utilizing AI. And so the idea behind it is, in our support, in our partnerships with organizations and schools, it doesn't start and stop with the meeting. It doesn't start and stop with the workshop. It's 24/7. It's ongoing. It's constant. I can remember as an educator, reflecting back on those things I was just sharing before around support. I can remember being in moments where I was going through a certain training or development program, and just in the reality and action of day to day, thinking to myself, man, I wish so-and-so was here. I wish the trainer was here. I wish the expert was here. I'd love to get their lens. I'd love to get their perspective. I'd love to get their feedback on how to handle this, how to navigate it, how to set this up, whatever it was around. And they weren't there. And I think honestly, transparently, I would just do the best that I could do, and then I would just move on. And maybe the next time I met with them, whenever that was, I shared it as a story, or I just forgot about it. And I think those are such critical teaching moments, and those really support the embodiment and reflective process of all of this work. And so obviously I can't be everywhere 24/7. I wish I could, but this AI knowledge base really supports the access to Come Home's knowledge base, my knowledge base, on a 24/7 space, like a 24/7 access to it. And what it would help do is just bring that perspective. It would just give that in-time, real life feedback and support that kind of breaks the barrier of what support truly looks like. So it's been a huge learning curve, learning about AI and even learning about language around AI. And that's what I'm working with them on, but ultimately trying to figure out the best way to put the right resources, the right tools, the right materials in my voice so that our partners have access at all times. When they need to tap into that EI lens, whether that's from a curriculum perspective, teen perspective, student perspective, relationship perspective, whatever it is, they can tap into it. And it's there, and it's real time, and it's feedback, and it's all through the work Come Home has done, has been a part of, and my voice. So excited to share more with you as it continues to build out. It's in the beta process right now, but getting on this call, and excited to share more. One of the things that I was thinking about around the blog and really doing my best to bring you all behind the scenes to building Come Home is trying to figure out ways to make this interactive. So as you're watching, as you're tuning in, whether it's topics I'm talking about or questions you have, whether that be around education specifically or even just building a company, feel free to ask questions, share insights. Would love to hear from you all. I'll continue to think about ways to make it engaging, make it interactive, because that's very much what I want it to be about, is us joining together, you guys feeling like you can ask questions or have a space to ask questions or leave comments, or even if it's advice or suggestions, I'll even try to bring all of those to the table of just as I'm navigating building Come Home. So appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in.